actually kind of a little heartfelt story that PJ Tucker sold 100 of his rare sneakers for charity. So Miami Heat's power forward PJ Tucker is one of the world's prolific sneaker collectors. The sneakerhead recently decided to take some of his rarest pairs and sell them in the name of charity. So in partnership with eBay and the streetwear retailer SoulStage, Tucker has auctioned off over 100 pairs of sneakers over the past 2 weeks now. Now, a portion of the sales went to a nonprofit called Souls for Souls, a Tennessee-based nonprofit that distributes donated shoes and clothing to those in need. So, Landon, what are your thoughts on PJ Tucker in general, and then also about this story?
So PJ Tucker, man, he's one of my favorite characters in the NBA. Not just because of how big of a sneakerhead he is, but he's just like an ultimate competitor. He does all the dirty work on whatever team he's on. Just a really good basketball player, and I watch the NBA religiously, so I'm always watching him. I have a close eye on PJ Tucker. He actually won a championship with Milwaukee last year, so I'm happy for him for that. His first championship of his career. But as for he's won the NBA does this thing called the whole sneakers king. Whoever has the best, whoever's wears the best collective sneakers, gets the sneaker crown for the year and something like that. He's won it so many times, you just start to lose count. So his sneaker collection is just top tier. This guy pulls out shoes. I think it's so funny. So what he's famous for is he'll wear this super rare KD shoe or something like that, like the KD2 or something, and KD will comment and be like, I didn't even know that shoe existed.
What?
Or I don't have that shoe. Or he'll wear some new LeBron 7 from years ago, super rare collab. I didn't know that shoe existed. I don't have that shoe. LeBron's I don't even have that shoe. And he just has these shoes that just no one else has. I'm surprised he didn't get the Off-White and Drake got it, because PJ Tucker I wouldn't even been surprised if he would have gotten that 101 sample for that. But that's a really cool story, because specifically speaking for myself, I guess two different perspectives here. For his perspective and my perspective, he has the shoes. I'm talking about someone who has the shoes. So if I had those shoes in my possession, man, that would be tough to let go. I actually don't even know. I didn't see what the shoes. This is your article, so I didn't actually see what the shoes were that he was, auctioning it off. But rare shoes, 100 of his rarest pairs are probably the 100 rarest pairs in the world.
Yeah, I think there were some photos. I think though one of them was I think it was either the Heineken Dunks or the 7-Eleven
so
Dunks.
Some unreleased stuff.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of that stuff. Because if it makes its way onto the aftermarket, this dude's an NBA player for freaking double-digit years. He's got money on money. So he could get those shoes if he wanted to. I'm actually, side note, I'm really curious on where some of these guys, do they buy off StockX? Or do you think they get connections?
I don't know. I mean,
wonder, can you imagine an order comes through for PJ Tucker on StockX, or an order comes through for Kevin Durant or LeBron James on StockX? Oh, ship this to LeBron James' address.
Well,
what in the heck?
Yeah, I mean, if you think Melo, he signed with Puma, he's not gonna get anything, early from Nike.
No,
there's no way. So he's either got someone that's with Nike, that's low-key giving it to him, or he's just like anyone else and buying either on StockX, Go to eBay.
That's just so interesting to me. But back to this article specifically, it's a really cool story. I just know that for me, to give those away for something would be tough. Not it's not the right thing to do. This is definitely a really, really cool thing to do. And I like how he gave it kind of benefited a purpose that it's near to him, which is sneakers. And the Souls for Souls, I'm assuming, has something to do with getting shoes to people who don't have them.
Yeah, yep.
It's got to be something along those lines. So, I mean, that's a really cool story. And props to him for doing that. Because like I said, there's you develop an emotional connection to your sneakers sometimes. The flip side of the scale is he probably has so many shoes that he could wear a different pair of shoes for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Not literally, he could probably wear a different pair of shoes. I've seen him he's so funny. I've seen him in the locker room before, and he's just got 30 pairs of shoes around his locker.
Wow.
Just on the floor. What one should have. And he's kind of famous for going onto Instagram and posting a few pictures on his Instagram and saying, what shoes should I wear tonight? So kind of letting the
That's
fans.
cool.
So he's really interactive. He's a really great guy. He's a solid NBA player. He's been in the league for a while now. So I'm not surprised that he would do something like this, but just coming from a sneakerhead and knowing how hard that would be, it almost makes it even more of a props to him, because that's just I know that would not be the easiest thing to do.